Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
They are, in fact, a baseball team that has lived comfortably on the edge for the last 2 years. But the Canton Tigers ran out of comeback magic tonight in Central Missouri, taking on Lynn in the state quarterfinals for a return trip to state. Got off to a bit of a shaky start, down 1-0, but in the top of the third, pony shot right here from Brandon Bearhorst, travels 327 feet and ties the ball game up on the solo shot. Still, by the top of the sixth, Lynn had extended its lead out to 6-1. Josh Kermode, the outstanding freshman, doing the deed right here, driving in a pair to at least make this interesting down the stretch, but not for very long. Bottom of the sixth, Alex Shoup puts Lynn back comfortably on top at 7-3, and that is the way this one would end up, and the way Canton's outstanding season would end up as they take the back end of a tough loss in the quarterfinals. Final count was 7-3. Let's move to Illinois now, and the regional of death over at Chatham. You're looking at Brian Hobie, future Indiana Hoosier, outstanding pitcher. He had Q&D down early, and he certainly had some run support as Nick Hammond drives home a run here in the bottom of the second to make it 2-0 in favor of the Titans. But Zach Faley would settle in nicely. From that point forward, he gave Glenwood absolutely nothing and started flat dealing. Comfortably settled in, pitching well, and his offense comes to life in this one. Bottom of the fourth, how about this, or top of the fourth, I should say, Austin Ritter gets one in to score Mr. Zach Faley, cuts the lead down to 2-1, and then Chatham Glenwood's defense implodes right here. Valey puts the ball in play. Oh, and right there, actually, it's Joey Pollock who starts it with a grounder to short. The ball gets thrown all over the place. The Raiders score a run right there. Mr. Pollock all pumped up. And he'd have more to be excited about right here as they would chase Hobie. This time right here, it's Blaine Wilson trying to pile on everything right here, putting the ball in play, scoring a couple more runs. Q&D pulls off the upset. The 3 seed beats the 2 tonight as Zach Faley flat deals. 7-2 your final. Up next for the Raiders, a showdown with nationally ranked, we've seen them as high as 55 in the nation, Sacred Heart Griffin, who had no trouble dispatching with Jacksonville tonight. 11-5 is your final. That showdown takes place in Chatham on Saturday. Let's move to 2A baseball in Macomb. Beardstown and Eureka in a classic tonight. Ricky Dorr getting the start on the hill. He was darn good for 8 innings, 7 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed, 1 earned run. Gus Vermillion trying to bring his team back after they trailed in this game 2-0. Just put the ball in play, infield single, enough to score one, and Beardstown's back in the hunt for a little bit. Connor Steff right here, however, trying to re-extend the lead for the Eureka Hornets as he puts the ball in play. Turns out to be an RBI producer. It's 3-1 at that point. That is how the score would stay into the 7th inning, but check out Ricky Dorr doing the deed right here with an RBI double that ties things up and would force extra innings. We had a lengthy rain delay. By the time it was all said and done, Beardstown wins this in the strangest way possible on a wild pitch. By the way, check out the catch by Alex Miles out in right field. Sensational 7-worthy as Beardstown's defense backs up Dorr and company. John Kramer comes in and wins it in relief. Beardstown advancing on. They take out a very good Eureka team and will get the chance to have a big-time showdown with the winner of Sherrard Brimfield. That game was supposed to be played afterwards tonight. Rain delayed knocked that out. Those two teams will meet in Macomb tomorrow for the right to meet Beardstown coming up on Saturday. Also, huge news tonight for those upset Cinderella Cyclones as they get another win, upsetting Roanoke Benson. Grant Bland doing it all on the hill tonight. Complete game shutout, 14 strikeouts. West Prairie, believe it or not, at 10-21 on the season, are going to the sectional finals coming up on Saturday, where they will take on Woodhall at Illinois Wesleyan. Also, if you're looking for Camp Point Central Mount Pulaski scores, or if you're looking for Grigsville Perry Pawnee scores, neither of those games took place today. In fact, I talked to Devin Buss. Central got as close as 5 miles outside of town, and then they got the call that both games were rained out today. Both games will be made up on Thursday at their original times, 4:30 and about 6:30 on the second start. Softball now. Central Brown County going at it for a berth in the regional championship game. Brianna Hildebrand right here. Nice piece of hitting. Doubles to start things off. That's a harbinger of things to come. Panthers led 1-0 as Hildebrand would score on a throwing error. Brown County, though, leads off the bottom of the first. Megan Winston doing the Ricky Henderson thing. Leadoff solo home run, but the Hornets weren't not done at that point. Madison Rissman right here extends the lead out to 4-1, but Central was in comeback mode. Elena Vance, RBI single, drives home. Chrysanthemum Weaver right there. Chrissy getting it done, coming home to score. Then it's Vance again, an inning later with the squeeze bunt. The plate miss Weaver again. All of a sudden, Central, coming all the way back from 4-1 down, would take the lead as J.C. Taylor helps the cause as Central extends out to 7-4. Still, Brown County not done. 7-5 in the bottom of the sixth. Rissman again. She's hit 2 career home runs. I've seen them both. I'm a good luck charm, apparently, for her. That home run ties things up at 7, but a disastrous top of the 7th for Brown County defensively. And Kylie Irvin adds to things, giving her team an RBI right there. And then it's the freshman. Yet again, you saw her at the beginning of the highlights. You see her again now. Brianna Hildebrand extends the lead out to 14-7. Central advances on into the championship game on Saturday. Congratulations to the Lady Panthers. You'll hear much more from them coming up tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. 2 other softball scores to pass along to you. Quincy High season comes to an end at the hands of Alton, and Brimfield today knocks off Sherrard up in Macomb, which means Brimfield will be the opponent for the West Hancock Titans on Saturday morning in the sectional championship game. Finally tonight, Prospect League starts back up in America's hometown. The Gems would be staked to an early lead at the Cavemen's expense, scoring 2 early, including a pass ball run right here, but it was all Cavemen from that point forward. They would get back on the board when Christian Cavanis would step to the plate, deliver the RBI double right here. The Gems lead is cut to 2-1, and then it's the pride of John Wood coming to the plate. Eldo Adamus doing things to tie this up right here with a drive through the gap. The Cavemen come all the way back to win their opener and beat the Gems on opening night. 5-3 was your final. Fun continues tomorrow with highlights from Pawnee, weather permitting.
And that was a really good night of high school baseball and softball.
We've got more tomorrow as well. Quincy